Hi and welcome to today's session on measuring and drawing angles. Now, this is an actual skill, and it's actually one which is used in some career paths. But it is something which a lot of my learners do struggle with, especially coming out of secondary schools as well. So, what I'm going to be looking to do is I'm going to draw an angle of 120 degrees. So the first thing that I'll always start with is my baseline, which is just here. This is my line segment, AB, but I need to start off with a line, which is going to be the line which I'm going to then measure from to create my angle. So I'm going to be using this instrument just here. I'm going to be using the protractor. Now, as you can see, I've gone and lined up the bottom of my protractor in line with my line segment which I'm measuring from. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that the middle of the T-piece, or where my lines cross on my protractor, is on one of the points. Still in line with the line segment, but the middle of the cross is at the point that I'm going to measure from. So in this case, I've put it on point B. Next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be marking C at 120 degrees. Now, I've got two lots of numbers on here, all the way around. Like you can see, got numbers on the inside, I've got numbers on the outside. And the common question is, which ones do I use? So from my point of view, and the way that always seems to get across to my learners, is that when you look across your line, have a look to see which numbers 0 is on the line that you are measuring. And as you can see, 0 is actually on the inner numbers. So I'm going to use the inner numbers to measure 120 degrees. So I'm going to go from right to left, measuring all the way around, 120, and I'm going to mark just on the outside there to tell me that that's 120 degrees. And of course, my problem says to make sure I mark it with a C. I'm then going to take my protractor away, and I'm going to simply just draw a line, straight line, using a ruler from my point B, which is where I measured from, going through my pointer that I measured using the protractor. And this is 120 degrees. We've got other protractors as well that we could use. This is a 360 degree protractor. Some learners like to use this when the angles are quite big. Again, it all comes down to just personal preference. Here we've got an angle, and now this time we are going to measure this angle. So I'm going to do this in the exact same original method to what we did to drawing an angle. So I've gone and used this as my baseline. I could have used this line as my baseline. It doesn't always have to be the bottom line. But I'm still going to line up my protractor, so my bottom line of my 180 degree protractor is in line with the line segment that I'm looking to measure. I'm then going to line it up so the cross piece of the T-piece is at the vertex of the angle that I'm looking to measure. And then, as we can see, 0 this time, looking along our baseline, is on the outside numbers. So I'm going to use the outside numbers to measure this angle. So I'm going to go from left to right, and as we can see, looking for the outside numbers, this goes through 60 degrees. So this angle, the angle of A, B, C, is 60 degrees. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.